Hey, what's going on, everybody? Listen, I want to tell you an interesting story that happened this morning. So, I'm in the morning, get my coffee, whatever, get stuff going, and I get this Facebook Messenger deal from this cat. I don't know who he was, never met him, and he's like, "Hey, I heard that you're in high ticket sales, right?" To me, well, marketing is important and all this. I get that. So normally, probably most people would be like, "What's this guy doing?" So you just ignore it, right? So I humor the guy. I'm like, I don't know. Hey, it's high ticket sales. What do you mean? What high? I said I'm in real estate, do a lot of land development stuff. So, kind of see what he's saying and everything. So, anyways, yeah, he emails me and he's like, "Oh well, but I help high ticket salespeople. Do you think real estate? Do you think real estate's a high ticket sale?" Kind of weird question, especially with land and stuff I'm doing. I'm not, obviously, sure, yeah, I guess. And so I was like, yeah, I guess. So what you got? What you selling? Whatever, right? I'm assuming he's selling something. Okay, that's we're all salesmen, especially in real estate. So I'm like, what you got, man? So then he proceeds. This is classy to tell me all about. Oh, I know all about sales, and I'm a study psychology, and I know these tricks the FBI uses to blah 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 and something else. Big long, paragraph 3, paragraph 6, whatever. So I was like, yeah, okay, okay. Well, what you got? Let's talk. Well, what's your email? And let's send it. I'm like, dude, here's my email, but let's talk. What you got? Tell me what you're trying to say, right? That's the way I am. Okay, I'm a direct guy. Just you want to do some business or not do some business? Let's tell me what you got. Well, no, this or not. Well, I got some plan tomorrow, 3 o'clock. I got time on Monday. I'm like, look, I got time now. I do. I actually have time right now. I'm a coffee. Let's talk. What you got? Nah, this and that. And I got this. And he's then Dixon. Oh, I'm a sales manager. I'm like, so why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because this clown who texts me, I don't care if he's studied psychology for 20 years, okay, and he knows all about the FBI interrogation. He certainly didn't have anything I'm going to buy from him. Why? Because he didn't solve my problem. He doesn't even know who I am. Doesn't even want to talk, right? Why am I saying that to you? When you try and talk to a seller, okay, out of nowhere, cold calling. So that's this guy. He was cold calling, trying to make. I'm assuming he's trying to sell me some program to be a better salesman or some crap. He wasn't a very good salesman, was he? Did I buy his program? No, I didn't. I'm not even really interested in this program because the clown won't even bother to call me. Okay, he wouldn't call me. I had to go fit within his system, whatever. Well, the problem, and I know he's probably trying to be control, and you learn that in college. Listen, man, I did not graduate high school. I did not graduate college. Okay, I didn't. I'm not proud of that per se, but I know a little bit about human behavior, and I know a little bit about selling. It's and this is it. You ready for some imparted wisdom? Not because I went to college and I don't know how the FBI interrogates people, and nothing to do with this. It has to do with solving problems. If you find a seller's problem, then you can solve it. Okay. If you find anybody's problem, I don't care if you're selling toothpaste, you want to find their problem so that you can solve it. You follow me? That's the point. And so I'm bringing this silly illustration to you because if you're starting out in real estate and you're hustling and you're trying to, you're cold calling, you're maybe knocking on doors. If you're not knocking on doors, you should. That's how I started, man. Knocking on doors. I know it's taboo now. It's everyone likes texting stuff. Bloody hell, knock on the door. Hey, introduce yourself. I'm here. I want to help you with your house. But anyways, enough of the soapbox. Point is, if you don't understand a person's problem, why would they want to do business with you? Does that make sense? This moron who called me, I called him a moron. I mean, it just wasted my time, wasted his time. All they need to do is create. I don't care what kind of psychology degree the guy had. I have no reason to want to interact with the guy. Only reason why I said that to have him call me is I like marketing and sales, that kind of thing. So I'm professionally interested. But if I really had it, if I was a homeowner, right, and some guy's like trying to get me on a schedule, all this weird stuff, without identifying what my problem was, I'm not interested. You see what I'm saying? So how does that relate to you? When you call a seller, you've got to, I don't care if you're cold calling, I don't care if you're doing direct response marketing and responding to a warm lead, you got to understand their problem. Does that make sense? Otherwise, they're not interested in doing business with you, right? I have no interest in doing business with this guy. None. Because I don't, why? Why do I want to do business? I'd rather go watch paint dry. Like, I don't got anything better to do. I got a wife and 4 kids and a huge business. Like, so that's where you need to be thinking, okay? What is the seller's problem? Why are we talking? Why is the seller talking to me right now? Okay. And if you're cold calling, you've got to find a problem. If their house is messed up, it's broken down, it's boarded up, whatever. Mr. Seller, you've got a problem just like that. What do you mean? Who's this? Who you got a problem? I'm looking at this house, 123 Main Street. It's all run down. It looks like there's some meth heads cruising over by there. It looks like maybe a fire hazard. Why do you have this awesome asset that's not performing right now? What's your situation? Why is it sitting like that? How can I help you? See what I'm saying? So now he's forced to, well, here's why, I had tenants and tired of it, whatever. Hey, it's locked up to probate and whatever it is. But once you understand the problem, now, hey, I got a solution for you. This is what we could do. Okay. Does that make sense to you? Because if you can't solve a problem, you can't show this person, the seller, they have a problem, and here's the solution. Solution is over here, then you got nothing. You're just like that poor guy trying to sell me some stupid thing about how to negotiate like an FBI agent or something. Okay. You see how absurd that is? And I'm saying this as a carrier. I want you to be successful. Okay. You can be successful, but you can't be like that clown on that text, refusing to call me. Just tell me all about himself and psychology degree. Okay. I'm not impressed, truly, as you can see, right? So if you start calling people, I'm in business, and my partners and I, we're buying properties in the area, and full cash offer, ARV and comps, and tell them the BTUs of your furnace. That's not going to help you be successful. You've got to find a seller's problems and solve it. Okay. And you tell the person that, and the seller says, well, why are you asking me all these questions? Tell me your bottom line. Have you ever experienced that? Tell me your bottom line, right? This is how you respond. Listen, I can't help you unless I know your situation, because you're a professional. Look, you are. You're like a doctor, okay, or an attorney. And you talk to your attorney. Hey, why are we here? And you're gonna say, well, this is my problem, and he's gonna say, okay, here's the solution for it, right? He cannot solve your problem as your legal problem as attorney if he doesn't know the situation. Or when you talk to your accountant. I'm getting audited by the IRS. Okay, the accountant says, okay, well, here's what happens. He's going to ask you questions. Does that make sense to you? A professional listens to the client. You follow me? They listen, and with wisdom, they solve the problem creatively, however they need to do it. Does that make sense to you? Okay, so you tell the seller, I'm asking you these questions because I'm a real estate professional, and I'm trying to solve your problem, but I cannot solve your problem if I don't know all the information. Does that make sense? When you go to the doctor, you break your foot or something, and you limp it in. What does the doctor say? Hey, I'm gonna grab my knife and start digging. You be like, what? Whoa, dude, stop! Right? That's because you expect the doctor's gonna ask you questions to help you. Does that make sense? Okay, so if you can't understand a seller's problem, okay, you can't help them. Okay, and if you go, well, I'm a wholesaler, I'm not to buy cash, and you're gonna, number one, you're very unprofessional. Two, the seller is most likely not going to want to do business with you because you don't know what you're talking about. You're not relevant to them. Okay, forget the wholesaling thing. Just for a minute. I know you're a wholesaler. It's cute and everything. Real cute. You're awesome. God bless you and everything else. Just take the wholesale thing off the table for a minute and think of yourself as a real estate professional. Wholesaling is one of many strategies you can use. Does that make sense? Maybe a wholesale deal does work. Buy a little sell high, cute, great, awesome. But what if it doesn't? What if the guy has a real legitimate problem, but he doesn't have the money, or he owes too much on the home? Then what you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do? Well, I'm just, want to buy at a discount. You're going to have to bring money to. You're not solving his problem. So try a different way. Maybe do a lease option. Maybe buy it subject to. Maybe do or carry. Maybe you could subdivide the lot. Maybe he could subordinate the house. You could get a contract to rehab it, and you could sell it and split the profits. Did I say that out loud? Yeah, I did. You know why? Because these are just different options. That's what a real estate professional does. Does that make sense? Now, it's kind of a long video. I apologize, but I really want. I hope you can learn from this the importance of listening to a seller's problem and solving it, and be creative about it. Does that make sense? Okay, don't be like that moron that was trying to text me this morning about how he's got a psychology degree. I'm not impressed. I'm not. I don't care if he knows how to talk to the FBI. I'm not. I'm just not impressed. Okay. No one's going to be impressed if you're talking about how you buy properties in the neighborhood and blah, 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 and you've been in business for, XYZ. Nah, I don't care. They have a problem. They want help. And you're not going to be able to help them unless you know what the problem is. Anyways, listen, if you have any questions, you need help with this, call me. Right down here, set an appointment. We'll do a video call, whatever you need. I'm here for you. Okay. But remember, takeaway from this is to be relevant to sellers, solve their problem. I adjure you to do that. If you cannot solve their problem, you're wasting your time. Really, you are. I mean, I'd go back to flipping burgers at, Burger King or whatever, because you're not going to be successful. Okay. God bless you guys, and talk to you soon. If you have any questions, call me up, set an appointment. Talk soon.